How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Prehistoric Kingdom video. So today, the public test branch for update 15 is now available, which is awesome. But do keep in mind that this is just like the public test branch, so that means there are things that are probably subject for change when the official update actually comes out later this month. But take, for example, one of the things that's not quite available yet would be Oviraptor, which is something that we will be seeing in the final update. But Gallimimus is available right now, which is very cool. Look at that. Yeah, that's an accurate size of Gallimimus too, but it's just such a it's just such a nice design. It's very nice. The different colorations also look really cool. And they obviously do have sexual dimorphism present as well, which is also just really cool. So we'll go ahead and create a male and a female Gallimimus, and then we'll kind of take a look at like the new nesting system, if it's even something that we can do quite yet. Bloop. Bloop. Okay, so we have a male and female Gallimimus in there. We also need to place down a nest if we want anything to even happen.
This giant
Look at that.
Is not a bird, but a Gallimimus. The name Gallimimus means chicken mimic, but I think it looks rather like a duck.
Oh, it looks so good. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. And in this enclosure, I did utilize some of the new techniques, like some of the new building techniques, as well as the paleobotany. But the new terrain tools, the new tools in general, are just very good. Okay, so there's some things that we need to look at. So this one's fertility is at 36%. Obviously, that's something that does affect it. And this is the male Gallimimus. What about the other one? This one's fertility is also at 32%. But they are active in July, so that means I assume that we can like skip forward to July. At least try to skip forward to July and try to make it so that we can possibly get a nest from these fellas. Okay, we are in July, which is their breeding season. July and August. So let's see if we get some of the new behaviors, some of the new animations. Again, I don't know what all has been implemented in the public test branch yet. So we might not, but man, this is just, look how good it looks. These guys just look so good. Man, they always kill it. They always kill it with these guys. Oh, guys, we got it. We got it. Look at it. Yes! They're gonna lay eggs. Awesome. Oh man, this must be how some people who like run breeding programs at zoos for endangered species feel, because that's awesome. Sweet. So are they gonna lay? Okay, yeah. So I placed the nest right here. So this is where the female would build a nest. Oh, that was awesome. And there was, oh man, with the feathers and everything, that was so cool. Okay, so they're gestating right now, so they're probably not quite ready for. Or wait, no, she's going over here. Okay, so she's probably gonna make the nest right now, or not. Maybe not. Or no, yeah. Or wait, I don't know. She's currently just gestating, so she's probably just not ready to lay them quite yet. But it was successful. It was successful, which means we're going to get some eggs, I reckon. Unless the male makes the nest. Oh, the male's making the nest. Okay. Look at that. That's so cool. I like how they just find an area, or they don't find an area. I placed the nest here because this is where I want them to lay the eggs. But you can like make a really cool little area for them to make a nest, like an area that makes sense, you know? This is so cool, guys. This is so freaking cool. Oh, so you only do, okay, I guess they take turns. I think there are a lot of modern day birds that do that, where it's like they'll, obviously they'll both kind of like be a part of it. But look, you can slowly see the nest start to form. They're just currently working on it. That is so cool. That is so cool. I love this, man. This is so cool. And it takes a minute too, which is really cool. Because it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, I need to go and check on them, see if they're done with their nest, or see if they've laid their eggs yet. Because they certainly haven't laid their eggs yet, and I don't think they've finished their nest quite yet. Oh! they did it! We have eggs! Okay. Okay. Okay! Good job, father. Good job, mother. You guys did it. You built a beautiful nest for these eggs. Unfortunately, they're not in the shade. But that's okay, because they need to stay warm. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. And it looks like they both like partake in brooding, obviously, because the male's right here. A lot of male birds do, of course, take care of their eggs as well. I want to see if we can get the Get some baby Gallimimus here. Don't step on your eggs! How dare you! Those are fragile, and you're huge. You are the largest ornithomimid. I feel like it feels like that one episode, or that one little storyline in Prehistoric Park when the mother ornithomimus with her eggs, like she had them hidden. I feel like I'm gonna have to go over here, and then they're gonna get chased off by an angry mother. Wonder how long it takes the eggs to hatch. Where are you guys going? Your babies. Oh, you're probably eating, aren't you? Oh yeah. Maybe I should have put the nest a little bit closer. Don't worry, I'll take care of them. I'll make sure nothing happens to them. They're in my hands. All right. Note to self. Make sure when you're like, when you want animals to breed, just make sure that their food and water is close to their nest. That way they don't have to leave for too long. All right. Dad's coming back. Sweet. And so is Mom, I think. Awesome. Nothing happened. They survived. I promise you. It's so cool. I swear that it's so cool. Oh man, it's horrifying too. Like when you really think about it, if I was like an actual zookeeper here and I was like, I had to go into an enclosure with Gallimimus, that'd be kind of terrifying. I like how it seems like they actively go into the shade. I don't know if that's true, but it seems like they do that. Like it seems like you're like, oh, it's hot out, I need to go in the shade. Indeed. Not leaving until they hatch. I have been present for the birth of every single creature on this island. Jurassic Park reference. Oh, they're here! They're here. Guys, your babies. Look at them. Oh. That is so cool. That is so cool. Oh my gosh, man. Oh man, I love this game. I swear, man, this game is just awesome. Okay, so sweet. We got a good look at the whole mechanics behind that. There's also some other things in the game, such as this grid here. This is how I built those enclosures. The grid makes life so much easier for me, for someone who makes like terribly uneven enclosures. The grid just look at that. The grid makes it so easy. I could literally do I could do anything. It looks so good, so much easier. Let's actually expand that a little bit because there's another creature I wanna try something with. This is like a really good place to show you guys a lot of the like new paleobotany and a lot of the new terrain tools and like paintbrush tools that have been implemented as well. So I'm gonna make a Spinosaurus enclosure right here. And look at this, all the paleobotany. So like, let's say if we go into the swamps right here, there's like Mesozoic horsetails, Mesozoic marsh, Laurasian flood grove seasonal wetland, and a Mesozoic lotus. So obviously I'm going to be making a Spinosaurus enclosure. So these are the types of things that I'll be using. Like let's get a huge pond in here, and then also for this, like right here, there's the different types of paintbrushes over here that just makes life so much easier. I'm telling you. And then if I want to like use a square brush, I could do that. And then look at this. Isn't that cool? Isn't that just cool? All right, let's get some of the plants down. It's not going to look amazing because I'm not going to do anything too crazy here. But this is mostly just a showcase. Like, let's see some of the some of the Mesozoic horsetails here. Look at those. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, let's place them like all over here. Let's size up a little bit more. Increase the intensity. It looks like I can't place down any of the... Oh, wait, it's because it's for this, right? Oh, okay. That's cool. That is cool. Alrighty, so we could do that. And then also some of... No, this is also for the water. I'm an idiot. And then we can get some of this going too. Nothing too crazy. But the plan, of course, is to place a male and a female Spinosaurus and then try to get the same result as the Gallimimus over there. There we go. Still not an amazing enclosure by any stretch of the imagination, but we're trying to figure out the mechanics here. All right, but we can also get it an awesome feeding dish with, like, there's, you know, I didn't mention this, but the food obviously looks different now. Look at that. You got some cephalopods in here. You got some crabs, some clams, all kinds of things. Some shrimp, too. All kinds of things for Spinosaurus to eat and other such meat-eating or fish-eating animals. Get some water there. And I've learned my lesson this time, and we're going to place down a nest, which should be a large nest. We'll place it down relatively close, like right here. That'll be their spot. Okay, now all that's left. Oh, and if they ever add Oviraptor in the public test branch, it'll go in here. Now let's see. We'll get one male, of course, and then we'll get one female. Place this down. Aiden and Faden. Okay. Place them down real quick. And when is your... Okay, everybody's all comfortable now. And unfortunately, their breeding season is also in July and August, same as the Gallimimus, which means that we've just missed it. It's currently October. So we're going to have to wait a whole year before these guys can lay eggs. So in the meantime, we might actually try to focus on... like maybe we could try out some of the mammals. Okay, it looks like that's likely not available quite yet, unless it's just not working for me. We're still in December, though. It's going to take a minute, so I guess I'll just sit back and relax. And I believe all of our Gallimimuses are currently growing, which, yeah, that checks out. Look at them. They've gotten so big. I think that, oh my gosh. Let me get you out of that. Here we go. Yeah, all the Gallimimuses are certainly growing. I think that their growth speed is certainly increased, but so now we got a lot of Gallimimuses in here. While we're waiting for the Spinosaurus, we can also take a look at some of the other Gallimimuses because we haven't done that yet. We were mostly focused on the mechanics. So we have these ones, of course. Oh man, they look so good though. Like let's get into first person mode and let's check them out. It looks so good. Look at the feathers on this one. I love the sort of structure it has on its head as well, and the coloration. It just looks so good. Oh, man, I know I've been, like, praising them a lot with all of the trailers and things that have been coming out for this and all of the teases, but it's just true. It's just true. Look how good it is, and the feathers just look so good. Look at you. Look at you. And the animations, of course, they did take a lot of inspiration from modern-day ratites for their animations, which makes sense because, of course, ornithomimids do have a very ratite-like appearance about them, especially with the way that these feathers look and the size of their neck and the shape of their head and everything, and, of course, the way that their legs look. Look at that muscle definition. Very good. It's all very good. Everything's so good about this. It's just good. It's just great, even. They're fast, too. It's just... It's crazy. Well, of course, we are on increased speed because we're trying to get to, you know, the Spinosaurus breeding season, which is certainly an interesting thing to say. But I'd imagine that's how it would be if you actually did run a park like this, you know. But I want to mostly see the animation that the Spinosaurus does because we saw like a brief little shot of it in the trailer, and I'm really curious to see how many things are ready in the public test branch, you know. Okay. It's officially July, which means that it should be breeding season for the Spinosaurus. Let's see if we can get, I didn't even check their fertility. I forgot. 33%. Wow. Look how small that fence is for such a large theropod. If I saw that in the zoo I was visiting, I'd just leave. It's like, okay, come on, fellas. You got 2 months out of the year. Okay, we're like over halfway through July, so come on, fellas. You gotta do something. Look at it just sit there like a crocodile. I've seen a lot of modern-day crocodiles do that. I hope it's not glitched out. I don't think it is, but I've never seen them do that. Oh, that is screenshot material. Do they link up? Are they doing an animation? In the water? Are they doing one in the water? Oh, no. I think they're trying to do the animation. Yeah, they're performing a mating display right here, but it's just because they're in the water. So we don't get to see like the cool animation on the land, unfortunately. Now you're to roaming. So did you get rejected? Aiden might have been rejected here. Oh, because I didn't get the notification that it was a success. Well, you got one more month. We're in August. So you got one more month to try to make this happen. Maybe if you got out of the water. Performing mating display. He's trying again. Still didn't work. You just keep getting rejected, don't you, Aiden? Holy smokes. What happens if I tried to place like another Spinosaurus in here? That'd be really sad if she accepted the other Spinosaurus and doesn't accept Aiden. But we're going to try it. Fertility, 31%. Okay. So this is Zishan forming mating display. Aiden's trying again, see if he is successful this time. She's watching the mating display. You see, it's Aiden. It's because you're not doing much. And you were rejected again. I don't think she wants you, Aiden. Maybe Zishan will try his hand. August is almost over, though. Aiden's trying again. He is determined. And he was still rejected. Holy smokes. I'm gonna get them out of the water. Maybe that might be one of the biggest problems right now. Oh, come on, guys. August is almost over. Oh, shoot. Zishan's trying. Is he gonna do an animation? Yes, he's doing an animation. Using his tail. That's awesome. How sad will it be if she actually accepts him, but rejected Aiden so many times? Did it work? No, she rejected Zishan too. Wow, okay. Well, good news for Aiden, I guess. Dasher the Gallimimus has made... We're getting a lot of Gallimimuses over there. August is almost over, though. Here, we'll try to place another female Spinosaurus. We're making this enclosure pretty crowded, too. We'll get another female in there, and we'll see... Just before the month ends, we'll see if maybe some... Okay, so Zishan's going to try with Lulu here. Let's see if this one works. Come on, Lulu. How can you say no to that? That was glorious, you know? Yes, Lulu! Lulu coming in clutch. Awesome. Sweet. Okay, so now Lulu is pregnant. In less than 6 minutes, she will be laying her eggs. Awesome. Sweet. Zishan, nice, man, and Lulu, and we are into September too, so that was literally in the 11th hour. Aiden, you tried, but I don't think she didn't accept anybody. By the way, did they change like the sail size of the females? Do the females have like a smaller sail size? No, I don't think so. Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe actually. I think it might be a little bit smaller on the females now. Crest 2. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, look at that. She's digging the nest. Oh, man, this is so cool. This is all so cool. Guarding nest. That's so cool. What are you doing, Zishan? Why aren't you helping, huh? Roaming. So maybe this is showing like a different side of it. Maybe the male Spinosaurs don't really help out because Zishan hasn't come over to build the nest at all, which is exactly what the Gallimimuses did, both the males and females. Look at that. She's just sitting over here, just like sticking where the nest is. That's so cool. Oh, man, this game's awesome. So Zishan's just resting. It doesn't say he's guarding the nest. But Lulu is still guarding the nest. So I think that only the female Spinosaurus take care of the nests while the males don't. Although he is hanging around here, so maybe he does, you know. I don't know how efficient a giant theropod like sitting on top of a nest would be. Really break the... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Spinosaurus is so cool. Eggs! We got 3 eggs. Does that actually reflect how many's going to be there? I can't remember what the dev diary said. So are we going to get 3 Spinosauruses? Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. And again, this time I learned, and we actually have the fish and the foods or water similar to, or close to it. Oh, and she's burying them. That's awesome. She's creating a mound. Oh, sweet. I think it is likely that a lot of theropods would do that. Obviously, that's very much like modern day, like alligators and whatnot. So certainly does make sense. She's just maintaining the nest. And of course, Zishan has not helped at all. So I think it's just the females that actually take care of the eggs. I like that. I like that there's different levels. Like you have the Gallimimus where both the mother and the father take care of the nest, but then you have like Spinosaurus where only the mother will take care of the nest, and then I assume the sauropods, I assume that nobody takes care of the nest because that's what sauropods did in life. They would just leave their eggs to fend for themselves, essentially, much like modern day sea turtles. I like that though. There's a lot of depth to this, and that's awesome. That's so cool. She's okay. Don't worry, Lulu. I'll take care of your eggs. You go and take care of you real quick. And she's still just maintaining the nest and everything. That is just so cool. Ah, it's so cool. We're getting really close to like sustainable ecosystems, which is awesome. You know, because like now that animals can breed, eventually they'll be able to hunt and whatnot, and eventually you're going to be able to make like ecosystems that it's going to be really cool. So cool little note here. It seems like it takes probably larger animals like Spinosaurus. It takes them longer to hatch. That, you know, compared to the Gallimimus, which didn't really take that long at all, which makes sense because they are larger. Don't step on the nest like that, dude. Imagine if that actually did crush the eggs. I'd be so sad because you just slowly watch it happen as Lulu's just over there, just, you know, trying to protect the nest. And because I've been sitting here for a while and it still hasn't hatched. Hopefully they made it. I mean, Lulu's been taking care of the nest, so I assume that they're still alive. Yeah, see, she's still caring for the nest, so I assume they're still fine. I mean, she laid her eggs in September, and we're currently in December, almost done with December too, and they still haven't hatched. So yeah, they definitely do take a while. I like that. There's just a lot of different variables depending on which animal you're currently looking at. They have hatched, and yes, it was three of them. 2 of them are featherless. 1 of them is feathered. And that is because she, like this variant of Spinosaurus, actually has feathers when they're young, right? Whereas this variant doesn't have feathers when they're young. So that means these 2 are mostly like their father, and this one is mostly like her mother. That is so interesting and awesome. That is like really cool. But yeah, we finally did it. We got the baby Spinosauruses. This update's going to be awesome. I can't wait for the full release. Definitely keep your eyes out for things like that. I'm sure the new things will be added to the public test branch as time goes on. But just all in all, I'm very excited for the full release. But that's pretty much all I have for this one today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome day.